What's good, YouTube? Dragonman24 here, welcome you back to the channel for a brand new episode of Fire Emblem Three Houses. On the Blue Lions route, we are picking up at the end of the month here. As you just saw, we have some support conversations to do, so we will take care of this first, and then we will see where life takes us from there. Oh god, we have so many conversations, and they're all with Violet.
Thank you for your help the other day, Professor. Please, allow me to express my gratitude by taking you to dinner.
I would be delighted.
Fantastic. Please think about what you'd like to eat. After all, such magnificent guidance must work up quite an appetite. I've studied swordsmanship for some time, but your mercenary skills are something else entirely. Speaking of which, there's another question I must ask you. Were you reconciled with the reality of battle from your first foray? With the killing part, I mean?
No, it's never easy.
I see.
And you?
No. I do not carry that burden well. I doubt that will change, no matter how many years come and go. The first time I led on the battlefield, I was sent to quell a rebellion in the west. It was not a difficult fight. The enemy was not well trained, and their morale was low. A swing of the lance, and your opponent falls. A flash of your blade, and a path opens up. That's the sort of battle it was. Easy, right?
What caused the rebellion?
The noble family from that area sought to seize the throne after my father's untimely death. The leader of the rebel army was defeated, and the rebellion quelled. This was at the height of the post-war period. I recall coming across a dead soldier's body. He was clutching a locket, and inside was a lock of golden hair. I don't know to whom it belonged. His wife? His daughter? Mother? Lover? I'll never know. He was a soldier, an enemy, someone we had cut down without hesitation. But in that moment, I realized he was also a real person, just like the rest of us. Of course, we cannot stand idly by and allow anyone to commit senseless acts of violence. Yet, in dispensing what we call justice, we take the lives of cherished family members, beloved friends. Killing is part of the job, but even so, there are times when I'm chilled to the bone by the depravity of my own actions.
It's normal to feel that way.
Is it? Perhaps you're right. I pray that you are. Professor, may I speak freely? When we first met, I thought of you as someone who felt no strong feelings about killing your enemies. I could never trust someone who kills without batting an eye. My heart won't allow it. But after speaking with you and getting to know you better, I can see you're not like that. Now I know, with all my heart, that I can trust you. Thank you for that.
Well, I'm glad, Dimitri. Also, I think it's worth mentioning that I went ahead and changed Violet's class because she mastered
Professor,
Monk.
did I ever tell you what happened with that thief?
No, you didn't.
I went after him, and I did manage to catch up, but...
You couldn't get him to pay for the book?
Sort of. I actually decided not to make him pay for it. My pockets were pretty empty after that incident, if you want to know the truth. Well, what happened was, when I caught him, I asked him why he stole the book. He said he thought it would fetch a good price, and that he really needed the money. He had a sick kid and couldn't pay for medicine.
He didn't look old enough to have children.
No, maybe you're right. But if he really did have a sick child, that would be a matter of life and death. A little money is nothing compared to that. I'd rather believe a lie than risk someone's life if I'm wrong. And to be completely honest, there was a time when I wasn't so different from him.
Fully agree with that sentiment. You were a thief?
It was a long time ago, and I've put all that behind me now. But yes, I was. My parents died of illness, so I had to provide for my little brother and sister. I did my best to earn money for them legitimately, but I wasn't able to bring home enough. So I turned to thieving. From people on the streets, from shops, even from soldiers. I knew it was wrong, but seeing my brother and sister's smiling faces made me too happy to stop.
I can't imagine what that must have been like.
I really regret that part of my life. I was stupid. But shortly after I turned 9, I crept into a local noble's mansion, aiming to steal whatever I could get my hands on. The noble had all sorts of valuables, but what really caught my eye was a book with a fancy cover. That book was Lug and the Maiden of Wind. The knight in the illustrations was so impressive I just couldn't tear my eyes away.
You stole it because you like the... Go on.
You probably see where this is going. Moments after I grabbed the book, I was caught in the act by the noble. And that noble was none other than Lenato. But Lenato was incredibly kind. Without asking any questions, he gave me the book, and money too. When I told him I couldn't read, he invited me into his mansion, along with my brother and sister. He taught me how to read, personally. So, with the thief I caught in town, I was trying to do the same thing, to be like Lenato. I want to make up for the bad things I've done.
Why is this making me so emotional?
Leave this world better than I found it. That's
sure.
why, even if it wasn't easy on my pockets, I'm proud to say I helped him.
Are you sure you did the right thing?
I know what you're trying to say. My contribution probably won't change much. And it's not like I have the money to help everyone who's suffering from poverty. Even so, I can't bear to stand by and do nothing. What else could I have done, Professor?
Oh my god, Ash is so good. Oh my goodness.
Here you are again.
I came to check on the flowers.
I see. The flowers you helped to water are in bloom now. Have a look.
Aren't they lovely?
Indeed. My sister was fond of this one in particular.
I didn't know you had a sister.
It never came up. Duscur is a dead land. Its flowers were all trampled under the boots of soldiers. But seeing this blossom brings back memories. I do not know why I am telling you all of this.
I'd like to hear more.
There is little to tell. But if you are from Fodlan, you must know what became of the people of Duscur. The people who betrayed their allies from Faerghus. The ones who were punished for regicide. The Duscur are shunned for their crimes, even now. It would be in your interest not to spend any more time around me than necessary.
I don't care what other people think.
You may think little of it now, but your reputation will eventually suffer. But, to be completely candid, it pleases me to be able to speak with you like this. If you truly do not mind, I would be glad to receive more visits from you in the future.
Aww. Sure to do. Felix.
You're certainly not going easy on me. You fight like a mercenary, not a knight. You hunger for victory, pure and simple. You may not be aware of it yourself, but I see it.
Should I take that as a compliment?
Indeed. Knights ought to have some hunger. I've always thought so. They depend too much on their swords. Only when they're wrested away do knights consider their hands and feet as weapons. That's not how it was for warriors of old. They weren't limited by their tools. Victory is what matters, not the method of achieving it. That's the attitude to adopt. I detect that in your style. It is plain to see.
That doesn't seem like praise.
You may take it however you like. I believe the difference between us lies within that hunger. But where does it come from? From the start, I was aiming to win. Yet I couldn't defeat you. Then I remembered something you said before.
About your aspirations?
Indeed. I was raised to value strength above all else, whereas you had a reason, an ambition, pushing you toward that hunger. So tell me, what was the reason? Why were you driven to become so strong?
To survive.
That's a mercenary's answer, to be sure.
Yeah.
So that is the source of your hunger. I suppose I must find my own.
We can find it together.
If we're to get along, I think not. I'll be content if you continue to train with me. Perhaps it will come to me as I swing my sword.
Okay, we got a lot of conversations.
He's always with that man from Duscur. How strange.
I'll bet he used some dirty tricks to gain his favor. That's how those scoundrels from Duscur operate.
What a pleasant conversation you seem to be having. May I join? Please, continue.
Oh, Your Highness, I was just...
I said continue.
I'm sorry, Your Highness!
Such foolishness runs rampant. I fear it is the reality of Faerghus for now.
It must appear strange to them, to see me always in your company.
Does it bother you, Dedu?
Of course not. However...
Let me guess. You take exception to the gossip that you use dirty tricks to obtain your position. Is that it?
That does perturb me, but not for my own sake. I am concerned about your Highness's reputation.
We're not talking about my feelings, but yours. As far as I'm concerned, those fools can talk nonsense until their tongues fall out.
I am afraid I cannot agree.
Good guy,
But
Dimitri.
if you were not concerned for your honor in this instance, then why did you intervene?
Because it is my duty to do so. The day my father was killed, I saw the swine who did it. They were not of Duscur. I saw that, knew it beyond a doubt, and yet I was unable to prevent the massacre that followed. Nor could I clear away the dishonor of regicide that has unjustly clung to you and your people. I will not rest until I make up for that. I owe you, just as I owe the spirits of those I let die.
I do consider Faerghus to be abhorrent, but you are an exception. You offered me your hand, and pulled me out from an abyss of suffering and death. You risked your life to save a foreigner you had never met. The moment you extended your hand, I decided that only for your sake would I live the remainder of my life, and I would cast it aside in an instant if my death were to your benefit.
Oh my
For
god.
that reason, I cannot consider myself your friend. There are still many in the kingdom
What?
who despise the people
What?
of Duscur. It would be selfish of me to stand by your side as an equal.
Dedu.
Your Highness?
Do you really believe I care one bit about the chatter of the ignorant?
Of course not. Please forgive my impudence.
I understand the intention of your words. Still, they grieve me. If you wish it so, you may continue to think of yourself as my vassal. I clearly cannot stop you. We need not be anything more or anything less. If that is what you wish to do, so be it.
That's so... Oh my god.
Your Highness.
No. No. You're friends. Get over it. Oh, Jesus. Dimitri and Ash from Max.
Your Highness, sorry, I mean Dimitri, would you, do you want to train together today?
Ash, of course, I'm glad you asked. After classes conclude for the day, Meet me at the training ground. I'll be waiting. And afterward, let's plan on dinner. We'll certainly have worked up an appetite.
Oh, yes, I suppose. I mean, sure. It'd be. That is. It would be my pleasure to dine with you. I mean,
Ash.
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I'm just no good at this. I'll do my best to improve.
Are you still worrying over what I said to you before?
I'm trying to do as you asked, but it's just completely against my nature.
Trust me, I understand the urge to show respect where it is due. However, that is not the case here. Yes, I was brought up in a different family and raised in a different way, but otherwise, you and I are the same.
That all makes sense, Your Highness. But I just can't bring myself to speak to you in such a casual way. Sure, when you get right down to it, royalty like you and common folk like me, we're all just people. But the common folk still rely on the nobility to keep the peace and to keep them safe. Commoners pay the price for that in taxes and respect. That's what Lenato says.
I suppose I can understand that point of view. But the flaw in your logic is that I am not king just yet.
But that's not all there is to it. I also respect you as a person. You carry the weight of the whole kingdom on your shoulders. You're a faultless warrior, and you're always so kind to your allies, even me.
On all accounts, I can say the same of you. But you also have a strong heart. I can't say that about myself. No matter the circumstance, you are never drawn toward darkness. That mindset of yours has done me well on countless occasions.
Well, I do my best. So I guess mutual respect between us is what's really the most appropriate.
Precisely. Which means there's never any need to be nervous or uncomfortable around one another. It seems we may have circled back to where we started with this conversation, but let's at least agree that we both should learn to bend a bit. How's that sound?
All right. Let's start from the beginning, then. Would you like to train with me today, Your Highness?
Of course, Ash. Come at me with everything you've got.
That was... I enjoyed that a lot. That was really nice. Mercedes! Speak to the mans.
Mercedes, I'm sorry to ask this of you, but will you lend me a hand?
What can I do for you? Oh, is the cuff of your overcoat still torn? Mending that shouldn't be a problem at all.
It's pathetic, I know, but I fear my sewing skills are... well, as you can see, they're just about non-existent.
Goodness, you must have been concerned when I tore your cuff.
Ah, well... that is to say... would you please teach me to sew? I hear you're rather amazing at it.
Of course I'll teach you. Don't look so heartbroken.
You will? Thank you. Oh, I owe you for this.
I'll go get my sewing kit. You wait here. I'm so sorry, Dimitri. I've never seen,
I like the fact that
well, it's
Mercedes
just a
really
bit-
just treats him as an equal.
No need to dance around the issue. You're fed up with my clumsy efforts, aren't you?
I thought you might end up bending some needles if you tried mending this on your own, but how did you manage to break a pair of scissors?
I'm so sorry, really. I try to be careful, but with delicate work like this, I just can't seem to manage.
There's no need to apologize, but you must have been uncomfortable making your way here with this tear.
My inability to control my own strength is humiliating. Of course I'm useless at needlework.
No giving up on yourself. You just have to practice, that's all. No matter how difficult something is, if you keep at it and don't give up, then you're sure to improve. Isn't that what you told me?
Right you are. To give in to despair isn't like me. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, I'm ready to give it another go.
Great! I'm glad to hear it. First things first, let's make sure the needle is actually threaded this time.
No! I bent another one.
Rip you, dude. Oh, that was the end? Lol. Alright, Sylvain and Ingrid.
That's a heavy sigh. Again.
Yeah? That's the sigh of exhaustion after spending the past month apologizing for your behavior to, well, everyone.
Apologizing? I've been pretty darn restrained lately.
If by restrained you mean falling all over yourself to garner the attention of every passing female, then yes, you've been quite restrained. Mark my words, the more you hurt people, the more weighty the repercussions will be. Your actions will come around to bite you.
Ha! If I get bitten, that's all just part of the game. Heck, I had one girl's brother come after me with a pitchfork.
If you end up getting maimed or killed by a pitchfork, don't expect me at your funeral.
Yikes.
Glenn used to make light of getting hurt too. Then one day, he got more than hurt. Now he's gone.
I'm sorry. I was being... You're right. I know what it did to you when he died. It hurt to see you hurt, and not be able to do anything. When you wouldn't even come out of your room to take care of your horse.
Nothing affected me the way his passing affected me.
Well, I'm happy that you're better. Seeing you out and about helped me relax enough to be able to flirt with girls again.
Your predictability is utterly disappointing. When I finally stopped mourning, you know what brought me back? My concern for you.
Me?
You know you can't get along without me following in your shadow and caring for you. You flirt with anything that has a pulse, offend people left and right, and constantly cause commotions.
Huh. The truth really does hurt.
Yikes.
Please, Sylvain, consider your actions before you carry them out. And stop acting so nonchalant about getting hurt or killed. Promise me that.
Okay. I promise.
Okay, with that, all the conversations are done for now. Before we jump into the battle, let's go ahead and just check out... I don't think there's any other certifications I want to do right now. Let's go to the blacksmith and repair some weapons. Like this silver lance, for example. Thank you. Dimitri. Oh, actually, we could probably forge that. As you can see, I gave Felix the Sword of the Creator, not realizing that it's kind of absolute garbage in his hands. But let's go ahead and... Nah, let's make that a plus. You know what? Forging is pretty much always better. So let's forge your Steel Lance to a Steel Lance Plus. Your items are all pretty good. An Iron Sword Plus would actually be pretty good in your hands, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Ash, let's turn this Silver Bow into a plus. Steel Lance Plus for you, can't do it. The Killer Lance Plus, though, we can do. Alright, so, since we can't forge Sylvain, we'll just fix it. And we are out of smithing stone, so I have to remember to go and get that in the next one. So I think what we're gonna do is probably jump into the mission. And then this mission is always typically very, very long. So I think I am gonna split this mission into 2 parts, which will be a first for this Blue Lions playthrough, but it was bound to happen eventually. The Gautier inheritance. A group of thieves led by a disowned son of House Gautier has stolen a hero's relic and begun to run amok. Seeking to neutralize this threat, the church is sending her house there to settle the matter. So, the man's Sylvain is going to be very important in this one. The Gautier inheritance.
It should be in our sights soon, Professor. The abandoned tower those thieves are using as a base. Conan Tower.
This area was the site of a massive battle several hundred years ago. That's when invasions from the north were at their peak. Back then, This tower was built for both surveillance and defense. It will be difficult to seize it.
You're very well informed, Gilbert. Please, tell us more.
Well, you're joking.
Professor, did you see the local villages? They were in rough shape, no doubt because of the thief attacks. They're not going to make it through the winter in that condition. If the thieves had taken up pillaging in order to survive, that would be deplorable, but understandable. But this is something else entirely.
Yeah.
It looks as though they destroyed those villages purely for pleasure.
You know what else?
No matter
is
what
something
their
else
reasons
entirely?
may be, that sort of behavior cannot
My
be
hair.
allowed.
It is absolutely wild.
Don't bother losing your head over those lowlifes, Your Highness. It's wasted effort.
Sylvain, the thieves' leader, the one who stole the relic, word has it he's your older brother. I know he's been disowned, but...
He is no longer a member of House Gautier, or my brother. He's nothing more than a common thief.
Are you sure about that? It would be understandable to find the situation, well, regrettable, to say the least.
Regrets? You must be joking. You know we're far past the point of regret. And it always falls on the younger brother to clean up the mistakes of their elders, doesn't it?
This rain threatens a coming storm. We must hurry and begin our war council before the heavens let loose.
What do you mean war council? I thought we were just going in.
Thanks.
Recruiting popularity. Okay,
Thanks.
so it looks like I can actually get Cyril pretty soon.
I am grateful.
I probably should have gotten him before we jumped into this battle, but whatever.
Thank you.
Not that big of a deal. Notice how, like, almost all of them are women. I mean, hey, it just be like that sometimes, right? No, not the blacksmith. Let's go to the battalion guild. Replenish.
Come back.
And let's save the game. Start the battle. No, you know what? I just remembered we actually might have some abilities to start putting on some people. Like, I'm really surprised that you don't have close counter yet. Okay, that's fine. Dimitri, you don't need that. Ash has something. No, he doesn't. I lied. I lied right to your face. Weight -3. Here we go. We definitely want this over Lance Prowess for sure. Strength +2, we will trade that for Brawling Prowess. And Lance Breaker, trade this for Authority. Annette. Let's trade your Axe Prowess for Magic +2. Sylvain, you want Defense +2. Let's drop this Axe. No, we want Dex +4. I think that's better. Mercedes, Magic +2. You enjoy that a lot. Ingrid, you're fine. Felix, Speed +2. Let's trade this for Authority. And Axe Breaker, let's trade it for Bow. Last but not least, Happy, let's give you Magic +2 and trade it for Sword Prowess. Okay. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and save the game one more time and jump into the fight.
The enemy is close by. We're almost to the top floor.
They are merely thieves, but they have a hero's relic. Do not drop your guard.
Don't hold back for my sake. My brother is going to pay for everything he's done.
Stay focused.
Okay, so first things first.
What should I do?
We want to do right here, because he's gonna big boy tank.
I'll cut through.
I'll give it my all.
I'm gonna send Ash over to get that treasure chest, because obviously he can. And let's go ahead and get some free damage off on this boy. For the moment, Byleth is going to be working on magic.
Ready.
So, let's see. I kind of want to keep people with our man here.
Here we go.
Because he does kind of tend to
Here goes.
lag behind. We
I'm
want
on it.
to send Sylvain as much up to the front as we can.
I'll go.
So, you should have a sword. Iron Sword Plus, please and thank you. Dude, eat it up! There we go. Oh my god, 28 for free. That's Pog, dude. Again, same situation. Alright. So, just to gain the free experience, we're gonna have Sylvain come up here and take a swing at this guy.
You're out of luck.
Oh, that's literally as far as he can move. That's a bummer. Okay, let's have Ingrid take this guy out.
Over already?
Yes, and you can still move, which is great. Let's actually have Byleth do the healing here.
My thanks.
She is a priest, not a mage. I just think that's important to let you guys know. I want to get her to learn some of those recovery skills, which will be nice. From here, Ash can finish the job. The silver bow looks so good in his hands. It just feels right. I was considering making Byleth a brigand, but I wasn't sure if I had already mastered brigand in a previous playthrough. So instead, what I'm gonna do is just kind of rock out with priest for now, because I know for a fact that I haven't done that. And then we will move on from there. Oh, look at that. Goons.
Captain's in trouble. Hurry up, you fools!
Enemies approach from the lower floors. Watch the rear flank.
Gilbert, if you turn around and face them, I swear. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was actually huge damage to Gilbert. I'm not a fan of it. You missed. Are you kidding me? You've got to be fluffy kidding me right now. Alright, Felix. You don't double this guy. Okay, well, if you don't double, then we're gonna sunder. Hope for a crit. No crit. You don't take crazy amounts of damage from these guys, though, so that's fine. Let's hit you with fire.
Nighty-night.
Happy should be fine to take whatever these guys got dishing out. Ooh. Yes, let's use a net to heal Gilbert. And then we are going to physic Gilbert as well.
Thanks.
Alright, now you guys should be fine. We're going to have Ingrid bait this mage. We're gonna send Ash this way. To do Sylvain, we want you going as far up as we can. And Byleth. Oh, look at that. No damage. Oh, what a surprise. Alright. Gilbert doesn't like this. At all. Felix can take that, no problem. This guy's going after Happy. which she actually took that pretty well. Not gonna lie. I'm impressed. And you missed. Gilbert, you are blind as a bat. Okay.
Stay vigilant.
Let's Iron Sword. Let's Wrath Strike and just one-shot this guy.
Next time, bring your friends.
Felix goes to level 12.
Stronger, huh?
Let's go for a Cutting Gale on this guy. I think between that and Happy's Death, which can attack from right here, actually, you should be able. You can't take him out. Oh, that stinks. That really does bite. Okay, but you can live it. How does your magic? Oh my God, Mercedes! Jesus, go for it! Oh my God, she is a magical powerhouse. She is ready, Freddy. Fire should be able to take this guy out, and it does.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, Happy says. First things first, let's send Ash to go get this chest. Oh, he's got movement. I like that. I'm a fan of that, indeed. And Dedue can just one-shot.
Give up.
You love to see it. Alright, we're gonna get people up that far, and then these guys are gonna kind of wait for as long as it takes for Ash to come back before moving on. Yes, move away. Move away, Gilbert. You can heal Felix.
Sorry.
Happy can't heal yet, can't she? No. We'll send you right here. And we will send Mercedes to heal Gilbert.
Two coming.
Who is, by the way, not feeling that great. Ash, you can grab this chest. An Armor Slayer, you're not going to be using that, but you're also not using chest keys, so I literally don't know why you have them. Let's put Dimitri right here. And then Sylvain will get a buff from being next to Ingrid. And then we'll wait like that. Okay. More goons from behind us, I'm pretty sure. Relatively soon. Let's heal Gilbert back up to full.
I'll go.
Here comes Felix. Happy. Mercedes is going to heal. I guess Happy. She took the most damage.
Thanks much.
You guys are just gonna wait for the rest of the group. I knew that was coming. I'm pretty sure that's the last set of reinforcements though, so it's good for us. And there goes Dedue, ruining everything. I mean, not Dedue, Gilbert. Right, here comes Ash. Let's do this. We can't do that. I will move out of the way. We will physic our girl. You will wait here with your Iron Sword equipped, and you will drink your Vulnerary. And you'll wait for that goon to just destroy himself on your blade.
Watch this.
Oh, that's fun. You love to see it. A crit on Gilbert. How many of those are we gonna see? Body. Oh my god. He's not bodied. I'm actually slightly disappointed. Okay, no more crits. Enough of that. Oh my god, Gilbert. Gilbert. Are you...
Not enough.
But he's not dodging both.
Yet.
Literally, that crit mattered. That crit mattered so much, and I'm so upset about it.
Here goes.
I'll go.
They all want Gilbert.
Yep.
Watch me big brain this. Hold on. Draw back. No. Don't tell me. Okay. That's fine though. We're going to physic a net. You will be taking way more damage than I would like. Gilbert, come on. No crits this time.
This is the end.
And a crit. Okay. That's actually the worst. But I think he's only getting attacked twice this time. Once. Which is great for us.
Stay focused.
Let's recover you.
So sorry.
I think Ash will actually be able to defeat this archer. He can. Yes. There we go, Ash. Nice!
That's how it goes.
This feels really good. I feel like our units are really strong now. Someone's going after Ash, so we're gonna have a net heal you. Let's move Happy this way, and we will leave Felix. We will leave Felix to do some damage to somebody. Alright, an attack on Ash, which he dodges. The nimblest of dodges. We dodge, and the Crest of Fraldarius takes him out. Yes! Woo! Thank you, Felix. That's what I like to see, bro. That is that Gouda Gouda. Now the whole army is moving towards us now. I'm not a fan of that. Okay, so... Oh my god, Ash, you have great movement. I love it so much. Let's see. Felix, my man, you want to do it again? Press. Yes!
Foolish.
Oh, good stuff. Okay. Ash has pretty decent resistance, so we will curve shot. Do the big hurt to this mage. You can't attack from here, which bites.
I'm on it.
I guess we could gambit for 3 people. You know what? That's kind of worth it.
Thanks.
I'm going to go ahead and assess that that's kind of worth it. We'll send a net back to deal with this guy. Never mind. I think what we'll do is we'll send... Well, Byleth has to deal with this one. Bolganon.
As expected.
Happy can come here and use death. Crit. Come on, Happy. You're gonna crit. No? Okay. And we will let Annette... Cutting Gale, I guess. Crit? No? Okay. Thank you, Annette. Low battery on my controller. Luckily, this is gonna come close to wrapping up the episode.
Thanks.
Destroy yourself on one of our arms. Gilbert eats that up like a champion. Assault troop. Not a fan of that. Oh goodness, that's not good. Alright, so Gilbert should be fine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use Restore to bring all of our peoples back to where they gotta be. Ash, let's get you out of here. And that's the furthest down. So actually what we'll do is we will move Happy here to attack using death and finish this guy. Nice. We will heal Happy. Annette grows to level 13. You love to see it. We will move the rest of our group up. And with that, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. We will pick it up in the next episode with this battle. Probably gonna take the whole episode. But nonetheless, I will talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.